And we are live.
Hello.
Again,
Hello.
all of you, too goddamn quiet.
I'm still getting things set up. I
Yeah.
only just pulled my dice out.
Yeah, I was like clicking on things and whatnot, making sure I was on like the right channel and everything like that, and Firefox decided that it was going to be difficult and just crash.
It does happen sometimes.
Sounds about right.
It's what you want, really.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Which-
You know,
Is it-
running a
is-
stream.
What is it? What you really want?
I want it. I want it.
No.
I wanna.
I swear to God, if the Spice Girls is what gets us DMCA'd, I am going to be so pissed.
Right?
Really, it's worse than the wind noise.
It's like we get copyright
I'm
strikes
sorry,
for
sir.
a fucking wind noise
I
and the
have
fucking
triggers.
Spice Girls.
I have triggers, sir. You hit one of my musical triggers. I'm gonna go with it.
Just saying.
Sorry. I
Just saying.
apologize. I apologize in advance.
If this VOD gets muted because you decided that you needed to start referencing the fucking Spice Girls,
Well, I mean, if it helps, I would have to register at least maybe 2 or 3 octaves higher to even trigger the note registration. So we should be okay.
you say that.
The only
But we
the
also
only
know
one,
how DMCA works.
yeah, I mean, the only one I'm in vocal range of is Scary. That bitch had a deep voice.
Oh, tell me Sirenscape isn't going to play now.
Sirenscape has
Sirenscape
been
never
playing with
plays.
me forever.
There we go.
I
Oh, it's
have it
working.
playing just fine.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
it's playing for me now. I just clicked on it and I was like, nah, you don't get to listen to this. So I had to click on it again to get it to run.
It's been acting weird for me the last couple sessions. I don't know what's up with it.
It's
It
Sirenscape.
knows we're thinking about moving on from it.
It's garbage.
It knows.
It sucks.
It's really good. I don't think they have the funding that they need to be as good as it should be.
That's fair. That's fair.
I would agree with that.
So how all are you? That was a sentence.
That was a sentence.
As long as you understood what I asked, it's a sentence.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Surviving.
That's usually my go-to when people like mispronounce stuff. It's like, who gives a shit? I still understood what you meant.
And I appreciate that. Because 9 times out of things, I pronounce everything wrong.
Oh, so it's been
Yeah, it's been.
So I will say, I hilariously got to
need-
see someone eat tomatoes in their fruit salad today. I'm just
I
gonna
need
share
to-
the horror with everyone.
I need to stop saying that. I mean, it's not going to happen. But the last time that we were together, it was about 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Around that time.
Roughly.
Not a lot of action happened, but Valanche got a bit of life added to it as Piper made good on his promise and started porting people in from both Ohm and Augur. Church types themselves decided that they probably didn't want to go through a fiery rift with the aid of a devil, so they decided that they were going to make the long trek by foot and by horse up to Valanche. But those who didn't really see the problem in it and wanted the ability to just fast travel came through the portal and started setting up shop. Boris was given the house that Max had purchased as Max had stated that he had no intent on staying so long in a town that he needed a home. So he gave it to Boris, who reluctantly accepted it when he was trying to think of a multitude of reasons as to why he could just stay in one of the upstairs rooms in the tavern. But yeah, so Valanche is on the rise. There was a mention of a sort of a welcome home feast celebration that was going to be put on by Cookie, who was I believe she was a Lepak. Yep, Cookie, a Lepak who, when you were first introduced to her, came through as a white deer.
There's a little misunderstanding about her being a druid.
Brick and Brack have taken over the tavern. I believe it was called Brick and Brack's Rack Attack.
Yep,
Sure
that's
was,
exactly
yep.
what I have.
Yep.
Yes.
Bar and grill.
Bar and grill. Yep. So the tavern at least is, on the upswing as they're getting everything set up. So as everything was going down, Kylus and I believe it was Max noticed Rocky wandering into town looking a little worse for wear, missing an arm, completely beat up. Looks like he's been a couple days without water. But Max, I'm going to put this on you, as you are like the second person that is there at the moment. You see Kylus put his arm over Rocky's arm over his shoulder and starts helping him into town. And you hear him grunt to get Asha. As I'm going to take control of Kylus for a bit, as he's going to just start helping Rocky towards Asha's place, as the Healer's Hall is still not active.
Asha started setting it up, but she left midway through. Or maybe a quarter of the way through, something like that.
Something like that.
I know Max left a bunch of books on the table, so that's not super helpful either.
No.
Max is just gonna run off and try to get Asha there faster.
And Asha, you're at your house, right? Or are you wandering about town?
I think we were wandering about town because we were trying to remember who we were trying to go talk to. Or someone we were trying to go talk to.
Oh, that's right. You helped Cookie back to the rack attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Max, can I get a survival roll from you?
Yeah, I can do that. Where's my character sheet? Well, that's a 6.
Okay. So your first thought is go right to her home. So you make your way through and you cut through the city square, cut through just like the hustle and bustle of people. And as you're going through, Asha, you sort of leave the rack attack along with Toki. And city seems to be alive. It's a welcome sight given to what you've recently have experienced Valanche to be, first being filled with imprisoned undead and then pretty much being a ghost town after it was revived. And as you sort of walk out, you just catch like the tail end of Max just like bolting through the city square.
Can I do some sort of like insight or something to see if I can tell that he's kind of
Sure.
looking for someone?
Sure. Go ahead and give
hurry
me
and panic. I don't know.
give me a insight check.
I can math today. 21.
The way that he's moving, there's a bit of haste in his step, a bit of concern.
Okay. I think I'll start moving to the point where I know that we're trying to like intersect his path.
Okay.
Because I don't want to play catch up. I want to kind of move diagonally along and intersect eventually.
Yeah, and once you clear the the town square, you kind of get a feeling where he's headed, just because there's all too familiar streets to you.
Okay.
And like probably about a block away from your house, you kind of like cut him off.
Everything okay? You look a little worried.
Yeah, glad I found you. Rocky is not dead. Kylus is with him right now, and he's like missing an arm and is not in good shape, and he's not dead.
Alright, they outside the city? Are they inside the city? Are they moving? What's going on?
Inside the city. I think they're... I don't know, he's hobbling off somewhere, I think, to your house?
And
alright.
As you're having this conversation, you see Kylus coming, like doing a semi sprint jog, as he's now carrying Rocky in his arms. As it looks like the Hargraven has just like completely passed out.
Do me a favor, go back. Can you go to the healer's hall and get me whatever box is labeled medical supplies?
Yeah, I can make that happen.
Took me to go with them and make sure you grab anything else.
What, huh?
Okay.
Take me with you to grab stuff.
And Tookumi just goes like bursting ahead of him.
I'm more go open my house up and let Kylus and Rocky in and start clearing. She basically just shoves everything off of her table and puts kind of the injured person there.
And off into like a side alley. Realm, you've been just like making your way around the city, just like getting a feel for it. And then you felt a slight bit of hellish power sort of surge through the city as those gates opened and people began pouring into the city itself.
I didn't do it.
Oh, I hope not.
Right.
But as like curiosity is starting to bring you closer and closer towards the center of town, you see the whole ordeal happening with Kylus running through the streets and up like Asha Street with a very heavily injured looking Rocky in his arms. If you're saying anything, you're muted.
Well then.
Is your mic doing the thingy again where it cuts out?
I'm wondering.
Testing 1, 2.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry, hardware. You know how it goes.
I just heard, well then, and you just went silent. I'm like, okay.
No. Yep. Hardware. You know how it goes. Microphone be bitches and hoes. It's gonna get going, but it's really annoying.
That
Where
last
were
one
I?
was
Yes. An injured friend was coming. Would you be so kind as to tell me what happened?
As Asha, as you're like making your way towards the house, Realm has just like almost like suddenly appeared next to you.
After the initial startle wears off and the instinct to smack it with something.
He might like it.
It's fair. I'm not quite sure at this time. I mean, last we saw him, he was lost in the whatever that was with the hag. I need to do a once over and start treating him. I can maybe let you know then. He's obviously no condition to tell us what's going on, as he is no longer conscious.
Well,
We need to get him inside.
clearly shelter is a good idea. Maybe a little bit of healing. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm too tired to rhyme, but yes.
Theater of the mind. Everybody just expects, just imagine he's doing some sort of cringeworthy rhyme.
No, I'll get it back. I'll get it back. Don't worry. It's just lack of practice. It's been 2 weeks and I'm tired, but I'll get back into it. Give me a while.
Not gonna hold it against you.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
So yeah, once we manage to get inside, I'm gonna start doing a medical once over to start assessing injuries and how bad it is, what needs the first attention.
Okay. Sylvia, Sylvia, were you still at home?
I believe I was at Brick and Brack's, but I had wandered off into town after sassing Kylus about working all the time.
Right.
That's about right.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay.
You sassed a lot of people about working all the time recently.
Yes.
So as you are sort of traversing through the city and, just admiring all the sorts of people coming in and all the potential shops that are being opened up, you see both Max and Toki running through the streets up towards the Healer's Hall.
I think seeing them running, I would run to catch up with them. Probably catching up with Max first, and then I'd kind of keep pace with them. Just be like, "What's going on?"
Rocky's not dead, and we're getting stuff for him.
Wait, is he here?
Yeah, he's at Usher's place.
Oh. What sort of stuff are you getting?
Medical stuff.
Because
Because
he hurt?
he's not dead. He's not dead yet, but it's,
Oh.
you know.
Do you want some help?
Yeah, probably. I don't know how much stuff is actually there.
I don't know either. We'll find out, I guess.
I guess.
I'm pretty strong. I can carry a lot of it.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's keep going then.
Okay. So, and it doesn't take too long for you to get into the Healer's Hall itself. It's dimly lit in here, as a couple of the candles that had been set the previous night are still burning a little bit. They're like at the last couple minutes of light, but natural light coming in through the windows. It's probably, yeah, it's fine to see.
So we're looking for medical supplies, right?
Well, Toki's
Yeah,
already searching for them.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she said that they should be in a labeled box, so it shouldn't be that hard.
Let's go ahead and do a group investigation check.
Investigation.
That look, Fox. Just the, oh no.
That is not a good roll.
I am proficient, but it's just not great.
All right, what'd you get, Toki?
I got a 13.
A 13. Sylvia.
6.
And Max.
21.
Nice.
That medical book's helping you out right now.
So as you go into there, you find about 8 crates all listed with like paint like on them, medical supplies. Like large like crates that you would probably need a wagon to carry.
Can I make a medicine check to suss out what supplies would be needed for the condition I was told Rocky is in?
I would say no.
Aw.
Because you weren't given a full rundown of what condition he was in, and Asha just said grab the boxes that say medical supplies. If the group search had been better, you may have been able to.
Well, since I'm proficient in medicine, can I at least make a roll to pick the most suitable supplies for someone who is more than likely in a traumatic situation?
I mean, if you wanted to spend the time to opening each one of these crates to figure out what's inside of them, yes.
You're saying they're crates.
They're like, crates. They're boxes.
Sealed shipping crates.
They're sealed shipping crates.
Yeah, we don't have a cart.
I know.
Which is why I asked for the roll. It's like we don't have means for moving crates.
You don't see a shipping manifest. You don't see any sort of piece of paper on said crate that lists what these crates contain. It's just very hastily painted medical supplies.
That's fine. I start cracking open crates.
Okay. Can you give me a strength check?
No, I used the crowbar from my explorer's kit.
I still need a strength check.
Still need strength to use a crowbar.
Yep. It just means if you fail, the crowbar slips instead of you break the crate and damage the supplies. 19. So you go through and you start just popping the tops on each one of these crates. And let's see. Go ahead, since you're doing this, go ahead and give me a medicine check at disadvantage.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, that hurts. I'm proficient.
Yeah, I know. That's what happens when you don't have the shipping manifest.
Yeah, but
I had the same problem going through these crates trying to find something to help Sylvia. So.
Oh, that's shitty. Well, the disadvantage is I rolled a 1, so.
Oof.
Yep. So
you pop open every one of these crates, and there are a variety of different healing salves and mixtures and sealed vials and gauze and plaster to make casts. It just a bunch of various odds and ends that could heal anybody who's coming in. Though specifically to Rocky, you really can't figure out which crate specifically would be the best for him.
How heavy are each of these?
Probably about 100 pounds each.
Okay.
It'd be faster just to go get Rocky and bring him here. These crates are packed weird. I don't know where anything is.
Inside this building, is there just like a burlap sack around anywhere, even if it has stuff in it? I don't mind.
Oh, there are a couple burlap sacks that contain like bundles of like herbs and whatnot. But yeah, there are a couple burlap sacks.
I'm just gonna grab the biggest sack that I can see, dump out whatever's in it, And then, since Toki has already cracked open these crates, just taking a little bit from each crate and shoving it into this burlap sack.
Okay. I'm gonna say give me a medicine check at disadvantage.
Okay.
I swear, if it wasn't a disadvantage, I'm gonna be so pissed. I was gonna be so mad.
It's like make a medicine check at advantage for I don't know.
Like the random haphazard grabbing.
Oh no,
The GM doesn't like you. That's why.
If it was advantage, it would have been
Wait,
20,
I,
but it's not.
I have.
Oh, so sad.
Wait. I have proficiency. Can I assist and make it a normal check?
I want to. Seeing as this is a haphazard grabbing, it's just reaching in and grabbing. I'm going to say no. She's not taking any time to like investigate what she's grabbing. It's just like she's just blind picking. Like, she's pretty much treating the medicine supplies like a gotcha box and just grabbing random shit and throw it in a bag.
Pretty much, yeah. My goal is to fill the bag, not to look at what I'm filling the bag with.
What'd you get for the medicine check?
That is 14 on the die. What is my medicine? It's very good. 18 total.
Okay, so you go like through every one of these crates, reach in, grab like 1 or 2 handfuls of stuff it in this bag, and once you get to the 8th crate, this thing is filled to the brim with various medical supplies.
I'll tie off the top of it so it doesn't all spill out as I'm running through town. Now I'll look back at Toki and Max. Where are we taking this again?
Asha's house.
Okay, see you there, and I take off.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, fuck it. Max is just gonna grab one of the crates and
You can carry a 100-pound crate.
No, but I can sure as shit drag or push it.
Wait, what's your strength?
12.
A 12?
Yeah.
What's the max carry on a 12 strength?
12 strength, your carrying capacity is 180 pounds.
So yeah,
and I can drag or push twice that.
Carrying capacity is your strength score times 15.
Is the crate gonna hold up being
Oh
dragged or pushed across the
these
table?
are thankfully enough heavy duty crates. Like it will be able to be pushed through the city without too much wear and tear on it.
All right, whatever crate Max picks, I will help him push.
Okay. Do I have rope? That'd be awesome.
And now you're fuzzy. I have rope.
That's fine. I'm not worried about the camera. I do.
have rope.
Okay. Yeah, I have rope. I'm just gonna truck it across the city.
Rope backpacks.
Yep. We still don't know what we need, so if you can grab another one of these, that would be helpful.
All right. I guess random, since I rolled a 1. I guess whatever one I get, I get.
Okay, so you grab another crate and you both of you begin just hoofing it back to Asha's. Asha, where are you going to situate Rocky at?
Dining room table. I literally will arm sweep every little piece of thing off that table to get him up there as quickly as possible to start doing a once over, take catalog of all his injuries and what needs the most attention.
Okay. So you set him up and everything. Give me a medicine check.
What's this die? Okay, that's a good medicine check. 25.
25. So upon examining him, it looks like the arm itself was a clean cut, surprisingly enough, just right below the elbow. Looks like it was made with by like some like very like high grade medical instrument. Though what stands out to you as weird is there doesn't seem to be a lot of blood around the wound. Doesn't look like he's bled out from it. And given the way that he looks, it looks like he's been without water for probably a good 5 days. And you know for damn well you haven't been gone that long.
Okay.
But aside from like the missing limb and the massive dehydration, you have a feeling that he's immensely exhausted.
If I lift up the sleeve to look at his shirt, do I see like bruising or anything from like a tourniquet being applied?
You see a little bit of bruising, yeah.
Okay. What she wanted his arm for? Alright, I have both a healer's kit and a surgeon's kit on me, so I'm gonna go about wrapping the arm just to make sure infection doesn't set in.
Okay.
I'm going to... It's unconscious. I want to get liquids into him, but I don't want to drown him. Probably don't have... Don't have the restoration that allows me to help with that, but I will cast a bout of cure wounds on him. Which not gonna be a lot. That's gonna be and so it's gonna be 18 points of healing towards him.
And it's like you cast the cure wounds, you see a little bit of color return to his skin.
Yep. And I'll probably just find a few ice chips so I can start feeding him ice chips slowly, so it can slowly melt in his mouth without completely drowning him.
Okay. And as you like begin to like force feed him ice, Sylvia bursts through the front door with what looks to be a giant overflowing burlap sack.
He goes shopping. Oh.
No, I ran into Max and Toki, and they said you needed supplies, so I brought some. They're coming with more. And I just dump out the sack.
More. Start going through the stuff to see if I have the stuff to like start some sort of like saline IV or something like that. Let's see what the fuck she brought me.
These would be good medical supplies. Though they're not what you need.
Okay.
Like when he's up and about and whatnot, definitely there's enough stuff in here to like make a mixture for like painkiller and stuff like that. Nothing for like any sort of automatic hydration or anything like that.
Okay. I will start grabbing the stuff for the painkiller and the other things he might need when he's walking around and start going about crafting what I need with that.
Okay.
Very helpful, thank you. They're all great items.
What's wrong with him? What happened?
Well, his arm's been severed. Though oddly cleanly without a lot of blood loss. Almost like he's surgically taking. And then he's very dehydrated and very exhausted. It's like he's been without water for much longer than he's been out there for.
So he probably had a run-in with that hag then, because she was like stealing water or something, right?
Yeah, he's lucky to be alive. If you could keep an eye on him, let me know if he starts to stir while I start making some concoctions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once he's feeling well enough to wake up, he's going to need some painkiller along other things.
I'll help any way I can.
Out of curiosity, which arm did he lose?
The right.
You're out of luck, buddy. It was the left arm that I got cut off.
Look, just paste it in reverse, and he'll be fine.
Not that I was seriously thinking about putting an arm. I just had to know.
And as you
if it was a match, I would have offered it.
You start mixing these concoctions and everything, start getting like the supplies ready to create the painkillers, and Max and Toki come into your house just like with large crates just strapped on their back that just very haphazardly painted medical supplies.
I might have to have words with the people who pack these boxes.
I brought stuff.
Well, pause what I'm doing to go through those crates to look for anything that might help him more immediately.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Thankfully, through a combination of both these crates, you're able to find enough supplies to pretty much stabilize and necessarily rehydrate him.
I'll set about that, then go back to making my concoctions for when he wakes up.
And there's one thing you do notice as you're going through this crate, or these crates. Both of them near like the bottom, as you're clearing everything out, have like a folded, crumpled piece of paper, which are the manifests for each of these crates.
Max, remind me to tell Milas that he needs to have words with whoever packed these. Crumpling the shipping manifest and putting them at the bottom of the crates is not helpful! Especially for medical supplies where you need things urgently sometimes.
Yeah, no.
This is probably the most mad you've seen Asha get. She's livid.
Yeah, no, I'll get right on that. Is there anything else that you need me to help with?
Nope, this was wonderful. Between these two crates, I have everything that I need. And what Sylvia brought me, I have everything that I need to get him starting to recover.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of your way.
Yeah. Because it is a new day, and because she can.
Yes, it is.
She will use a sitting spell
God
to
damn it.
yell at Milas about where we're packing these damn crates.
Maybe the crates were just upside down and the shipping manifests were at the top.
Then the writing would be upside down.
Wait, why would the writing be upside down?
If these are upside down, the manifest should have been at the top. The writing on the outside of the box would be upside down. So anyway, someone done fucked up. Milas is getting an earful.
Is this the spell where they could reply back, or is it just you sending?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he can reply back.
So all you hear, like, you think it's probably just out of reflex, but you hear him like screaming in pain as a reply.
Like he's actually in pain, or like he's frustrated too.
No, like he's actually in pain.
Someone go check on Milas. He doesn't sound well.
Alright. Yep. Nope, I haven't done enough running today, so I'll
Take your swords. That kind of unwell.
Alright.
If he is, bring him back here. I can treat another patient. He can sit on the couch.
Sure thing.
Do we know where he is?
Yeah,
Max,
probably.
Max, you do remember that Boris said that he was going to Milas's house to meet with him.
Oh yeah, I definitely have that note. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking leave and run to Milas's place.
Okay.
Toki follows Max just in case there is trouble.
All right. So before we go and do this, we're gonna take a early break here. there is something that requires my attention. So we will be right back as we get up, stretch our legs, freshen up drinks, all that fun stuff. So we will be right back.
Nope.
And we're back.
And we have no idea how to trigger said dinosaur.
Just like, it's like no one's seen Toki's wings or a halo.
See the wings.
You come to find out that the way you trigger the dinosaur is you say a specific phrase.
Oh my gosh. She starts singing the dinosaur song.
It's like that fucking
As long as it's not
Ludwig
Barney
clip
song.
where he's like, "Oh yeah, as soon as somebody guesses the word, I'm ending stream."
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you won $4.
It's the word of the day. Triceratops! Yay! Erupts into giant size, like half dinosaur person.
If you were really mean, you'd make the trigger word Corona.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, then it would go off every morning as she does her morning prayers.
Look, I'm not trying to turn her into fucking Velocipaster.
Velocipaster.
That's a movie, by the way.
It would be
No, it's not.
Triceratops?
Yes, it is.
Jeez.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes,
it's not.
It is.
Oh my
That
god,
shit rules.
I gotta look for that shit. Oh my god, that's on my list.
Look,
Well,
Jack confirmed it's a movie. Jack's never wrong.
No, Velocipaster is a movie.
Oh my god, Shell has seen it. Jesus Christ, this needs to be in my life.
You're welcome. So, as everybody, you're like, Asha is preparing to take care of the currently out of commission Rocky. Max, you make your way up to Milus's estate. God damn it, what the hell happened? Oh, never mind. I saw the look on Spiffy's face and I thought something was wrong. You're muted.
He's muted. That's what's wrong.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Like, I looked over, I'm like, crap, are the cameras wrong?
No, I'm willing to bet it's the someone just posted the Velociraptor trailer in Botches and Memes.
Ah.
Maybe.
Apparently it's on Prime.
But yeah, Max, you make your way to the estate.
He's so tired at this point. He's just gonna like kick in the door, be like, "Miles, come to bargain."
And as you kick the door in, you see Boris there, kind of like trying to like stifle a laugh as he's like on the outside, like as he's standing on the outside of Milus's office.
Oh, Boris, I thought you would have had their interview already by now.
Oh no,
See,
we were in the middle of the interview, having a nice conversation, and all of a sudden he screamed, jumped almost out of his skin, and spilt coffee all over his pants.
I did not need to run here.
Yeah,
She cast that spell again.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but it was hilarious.
Wait, she has a spell that makes you drop coffee on your pants?
So, do you remember Asha, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what she sounds like? Like her voice sounds like?
Yeah.
Cool. At some point, you might just hear that in your head. Don't panic.
Max, if I start hearing voices, I think the first thing I'm going to do is panic.
Yeah, try not to. Because it's completely normal and completely harmless and is fine. It is not a problem.
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee.
As the door opens, you see a very like more annoyed looking Milus than anything. Sick. Thank you for your time, Boris. We can continue our Oh, hello, Max.
Oh, hello. I ran all the way here for apparently no reason because apparently Asha already talked to you in your mind.
Okay, so I wasn't imagining that.
No, she just does that sometimes and forgets that it's really fucking terrifying.
I forgot she can do that. I
Yeah.
panicked and thought, it was a side effect of me coming back to life or something, that I'm hearing disembodied voices.
Yeah, no, she just does that and acts like it's a completely normal thing to do to someone.
I see. I'll keep that in mind if I hear her voice again.
Yep, it'll happen.
More than likely will.
I'm gonna have some coffee. Do you mind if I have some coffee?
Yes, help yourself.
All right, thank you so much. Toki, you can apparently everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
I don't-
Asha know that he's not in danger. He just spilled some coffee.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna hang here for a bit because I've basically just run about 3 miles in like no time flat, and I need a break.
Just 3 miles?
Make
Okay.
make yourself at home. As he's like, but if you'll excuse me, I have a formal interview that I must conduct.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, yep, I'll leave you to it. He's just gonna sit down and go and get himself a cup of coffee in the kitchen or whatever.
Yep. And he and Boris go back into the office and the door shuts. While all
He
this
can still shut the door.
while all this all these shenanigans are happening, Sylvia, you begin to hear Rocky sort of groan and stir from his unconscious state.
Asha, I think he's waking up.
Oh, good. We can find out what happened if he's ready to talk.
See, he just sits up, and this is he just looks at all of you, his eyes just wide in terror.
Don't move too fast. Are you okay? How are you feeling? Anything feel off or wrong other than the missing limb?
I'm locked away. She has me. She has dozens. Send help. Make haste. And as he says that, the body just falls completely to sand.
Okay.
This seems like a message most dire. Of this hag's shenanigans I tire.
Agreed.
Which direction from the city were we when we encountered the hag?
The east.
I'll get my things. And Sylvia goes to her room to collect her equipment.
Or clean up the medical supplies. Write a note to leave in the healer's hall on our way out saying additional supplies located at, and give her address. In case anyone gets back before we get back. Doubt it, but maybe.
Okay. Does anybody inform I'm gonna ask this, Max, how long does it are you staying at the estate until you make your way back to Asha's?
Man, they don't need me there.
Okay.
He's just vibing.
I'm assuming at some point Toki comes back to tell us what's going on.
Yeah. Like, it's probably about like 15 minutes after the fake Rocky sort of just turns into sand, and you're like in the midst of like cleaning it all up and stuff, that she comes back to your house.
Yeah, he just goes, everything's good. He's not hurt. Well, he spilled coffee on his lap. So I mean, he's
okay.
I mean, he's a little hurt, but I mean, he's not being attacked.
That's good.
Where's Max?
Why is there sand on your table?
Easy to explain all at once. Where's Max?
Oh, he stayed behind.
Damn it, Max. Alright, which direction is the house?
Hang on. Oh, you're lucky you're not getting a phone call. She'll point you in the direction of...
And I take off sprinting.
Okay.
Love that everybody's just doing wind sprints throughout the city.
Right, just fucking Naruto running like through the city as it like just trying to find each other.
So
Or new citizens here are like, what the fuck is wrong with everyone?
Did they explain the sand?
Not yet.
Not yet. Gonna do it when everyone's together.
Yeah, so it was easy to explain once Max was back.
So they're all running. All right, guys. Toki's just like, oh well. I mean, she's used to running.
I mean, I was just gonna go get Max and bring him back here.
That's what I was just staying at the house waiting for everyone to bring me. She's doing no running whatsoever. She's making everyone else run around.
And like in no time, because of how fast you are, Sylvia, you make it to Milas's estate, and you kind of just like run in the front door that's still wide open from Max kicking it open. And you see him there just sort of relaxing, having a cup of coffee.
Max, get up. We gotta go.
Why? What's wrong?
We're going after the hag. Come on, hurry up.
God. Do we know where she is?
Not specifically.
Wait, why are we going after the hag now? We have.
We'll explain it when we're all together. It's urgent. It's real urgent.
Just sit down.
Toki just looks at Max and she just goes, I don't know.
All right.
And after another series of wind sprints back to Asha's place.
No, Max is walking.
Finishing cleaning up.
Yeah, Max is walking back to Asha's place. Fuck this.
And as everybody like sort of like everybody begins to like check in at various times depending on how fast they're moving back to you. You've got the sand from the fake Rocky like pretty much swept up.
Oh good, everyone's here. Told me that my house was fine.
Oh yeah, no, he spilled coffee on himself because you fucking called him again.
Who cares about Milas? We gotta go.
We do have to go. This was not Rocky's body. It was some sort of illusion or spell or something that he said that he's trapped with along with many others. We have to go get them. It was a cry for help.
Time out. Is this like a known thing that, I don't know, Hogdravens or most people around here can actually do?
Magic does weird shit all the time.
I'm aware that, yes, magic does do weird shit all the time. Was Rocky... I don't know, do we know if he was capable of something like this? Or are we just walking into another trap?
I hope it's not a trap.
It is almost assuredly a trap.
We met the man for maybe a couple hours. We don't know what he could or couldn't do. But you're going to bet possibly several people's lives on that? Or we can do our best to help out and finish the job that we intended to start. Or that we started to, and what we intended to finish.
Fine, let's walk into the trap.
I'm not saying we can't prepare for a possible trap, but don't think it's a reason to run away.
If this hag is taking people, we gotta put a stop to that.
Especially now that we just brought hundreds of people here.
Yeah.
All potential victims.
Look, I'm not saying that we shouldn't go kill the hag. It's just I wish that we had, I don't know, any idea about what we're actually walking into. Anything at all?
You're the monster
Cool.
hunter, aren't you?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Let's go, I guess.
Is anyone else capable of sending messages like Asha can? Maybe we could send a message to Rocky, get more information.
Beyond flying it on hand, I'm afraid I'm quite limited in that department.
Me too.
I can do it some more, just there's only... It does take quite a bit of magical power. So I'm really not sure if we should spend it on that, not knowing what we're going up against.
How long do we expect to travel before we get back to the spot we were at before? You know, when I stuck my arm in that hole.
I remember correctly, half a day?
Yeah, it wasn't that far.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should probably hold on to our reserves for the hag.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, hi, Evie. All right, so is there any special precautions you all are taking? Anything you're trying to look to get a hold of? Or is it just grabbing what you got and going?
I mean, do we even have a means of stopping her from escaping again? I mean, that was the whole problem. That was the whole problem the last time. She just burrowed into the sand like some sort of super gopher and scurried away.
I mean, I have a way to make her move towards us if that's what we want, but that's about as best I can do.
We could always go ask Verventrix if he has any trinkets or tools or anything on him that could help us.
That would work.
Assuming they actually work.
So far, they haven't let us down.
Alright. Yep.
Oh, where's he at?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Good question indeed.
I know he was talking about opening up a shop here, but I don't know if he selected a place yet.
I mean, the best place to start would be Milus's house. See if he's there. Max.
He wasn't at Milus's place.
but Milas might know where he is.
I mean, possibly, if he hasn't banished him again.
True. I could run over there and ask.
I don't think Midas has the capability of banishing anymore. He lost all of his holy magic.
No, I think I was talking legal banishment, not magical banishment.
Oh, the kind that doesn't really work.
Oh, look, man. Sure. Little bird, if you want to ask Milas where his dad is, go right ahead.
And I take off running.
All right.
Well-
Go. What's your passive perception?
14.
All right. So you take off running. You start to begin to like cut through the town square, and you come to like a dead stop as you can see that like one of the vacant buildings now has like a makeshift like sign in front of it that says Milan's Gizmos.
I try to burst through the front door. If it's locked, I'm just gonna faceplant right into it.
So you burst right into it, and there's a little like chime that kind of like goes a little off hinge as you hit the door a little too hard. And Verventrix kind of comes out from the back, just like wiping his hands on like an oily rag.
Oh, good, you're here.
Well, yeah, where else would I be?
I don't know. I was gonna go ask Milas where you were. I didn't know you would have a shop sort of set up already. There's an emergency, and we maybe need your help.
An emergency, and you need my help.
Maybe.
How can I be of assistance?
Okay, so there's a hag nearby that is like taking people and stealing water and doing all sorts of terrible things, and we have to go stop her before it gets worse. But the problem is, when we fought her before, she was able to get away from us by like burrowing into the ground where we couldn't follow. Do you have any way for us to stop her from doing that, maybe? Or have any ideas that might like help us track her or something?
Oh, a hag. Always such difficult creatures to deal with. I do have an experimental device. Highly experimental. But
I like it.
if it works, and again, it's a big if, it should be able to negate more of her Fey-like abilities.
Oh, that sounds really useful.
So it may stop her in her tracks if she were to try to jump in the earth and swim away again.
Do you have this device like here, like ready to go?
It's like, yeah, one moment. As he walks over to like a pile of boxes, he just starts like very haphazardly just slamming things down. You hear like a couple like ticks and bangs and whatnot coming from the inside, and he kind of like looks at the boxes for a moment as if like he's just waiting for it to like burst into flames or explode, and then he just lets out a sigh. So he just begins to move everything around. It's like, perfect. He reaches, he like gets just like a singular box and opens it up, and it's just this small brass orb. So it's got to be within 10 feet of her for it to go off, but make sure that none of you are anywhere near it when it does. It hasn't gone through testing against non-Fey-like creatures, so it can range anywhere from slight burns to destroying your soul. I don't know. But all you do is you twist it 3 times, give it a good throw, and in about a second or two, it will detonate.
Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Has to be within 10 feet of her, you said?
10 feet of her and no one else.
Okay, I think we can do that.
Mind you
Probably.
that this is a temporary restriction to their abilities, if it works.
Okay, so probably the type of thing that we use if we think she's about to make a getaway, not the type of thing that we use before engaging with her.
That would make sense, yes.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind parting with it, it would certainly help us.
Oh no, I've been looking for a means to field test this for a while. Taking on a hag, I think this is a splendid opportunity for a field test.
Yeah, we'll be happy to report back to you if we survive.
I have the utmost faith that you will. So you can tell he has like a little bit of like doubt in his voice when he says that.
I hate it. I hate to just take it and run, but I think this is pretty time sensitive. She's kidnapping people, and our new friend has directly asked for our immediate help. So I think we gotta go.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. And
Thank you for your help. You're a regular member of this team.
you have no idea how much that warms my heart. It's been quite some time since I've been part of a capable and tight-knit team.
I know we're all happy to have you, and I look forward to coming back here and learning more about all of this that you've got going on. But I'm gonna go. We'll see you soon.
Happy hunting.
Take the soul disintegrating orb and run back to Asha's.
Well,
The
she was
soul
gone.
disintegrating orb.
Do I have time to cast like a 10-minute ritual?
Yeah, most definitely.
Max, if you don't mind, there's a spell that I can use that can help you for the upcoming whatever's coming our way. Since we have time while she's going to get Verventrix or find his whereabouts. Just need about 10 minutes of your time and your hand.
Oh, okay.
Who am I?
You're not going to remove my hand, yeah?
No.
Okay, because that's kind of been happening a lot to people around us lately. So,
I only remove it if you want it removed.
no thanks.
Good, because I don't want to do that right now. That takes hours, by the way. So Asha's going to reach into her bag. She'll pull out 3 dice, and she's going to hold them up against the back of your hand as she ritualistically casts Gift of Luck. And those dice will slowly disappear, and there'll be an image of 3 dice on your back of your hand afterwards that will disappear as you use this. So the Gift of Luck grants a touched creature a limited Gift of Luck. While the spell lasts, which it lasts for 24 hours, the target can gain advantage on any 3 rolls of its choice. And once all 3 rolls are used, it ends.
Nice. Where the hell is that from?
Deep magic.
Makes sense.
It's a very bullshit spell because it's a
Makes
second
sense.
level ritual spell.
Makes sense.
And each spell slot you use above 2nd level, you cast on an additional creature. So I guess I could have grabbed 2 of us, but I didn't read it all the way, so that's on me. Read your spells, kids.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. That should increase some odds, at least on a few things. And that's the image will go away as you use it.
Oh, okay.
That's
Cool.
the number of chances you have.
All right. Yeah,
You're
this
permanently
will.
tattooed with dice. Just kidding.
Wouldn't be the dumbest thing that someone's gotten tattooed on them.
That's fair.
All right, let's. I guess let's gather up our belongings and our bird and get on the road. I guess.
Yeah, hopefully Milas knows where Viventrix is. So we can just beeline to wherever he's at and then head out of here.
Didn't he have a store? I thought that was the whole.
Well, he was
thing.
going to set one up, but it's that they were discussing it last night. He probably hasn't gotten started on it. You know, you have to find a location, pick a name, start the setup.
About 5 minutes after like your ritual ends, Sylvia comes back into the established into your house, holding this strange looking brass orb.
I got the orb. Let's go.
I thought you were looking for Viventrix.
The orb?
Oh, it's from Viventrix. Yeah, I met him, and he had a thing that could help. Guaranteed to help. It'll suppress her, like, Fey magic or something.
Insight check.
Go right ahead.
I feel like that's very fair for Max.
It's gonna be an insight versus deception.
Okay.
Oh, this is not good for... Okay, the number you have to beat is 1.
I rolled a 24.
Like, you can just see the lies just like flowing out of her mouth when she says this.
It's like a fucking episode of JoJo.
Yeah.
Lies, 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 lies.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, but I have a -1, so...
I rolled a 19 and I have a +5. Alright, hey, so try that one more time. Why don't you tell us what he actually said?
Okay, so he gave me this orb, and he said it would probably help, but it might also disintegrate our souls if we're within range of it when it goes off.
What's the range?
10 feet.
We should be able to avoid that.
Yeah, it has like a timer, I guess. When it's activated, you have a second or so. So it's like activate it, then throw it at her.
Okay.
But it only suppresses her temporarily.
That's good to know.
How long is temporary?
I didn't ask.
Do
We'll
you
have
think that's
to
kind of
work fast.
intense?
Well, I figured we would use it if we think she's about to like escape from us again. So, you know, we do that, and then we all attack her.
That's fair. The amount of time, I guess, doesn't really matter since it's going to wear off whenever it wears off, and we have to do what we can do in the meantime.
Yeah, I got the impression that like temporary means just like not very long. So not the type of thing that we use on her and then start a fight with her. The type of thing that we use on her during a fight with her.
So what I'm hearing is that I cannot fight this hag the way I would normally fight this hag, which is with my swords.
Or at least
I
move
mean,
out the way if you hear
yeah,
ticking.
You could. You just gotta be like hyper aware of when we're about to use this.
I do believe that it's sensible to be afraid of the holy hand grenade.
It's true.
God damn it.
Down, boys.
I mean, if you were fine up close to her, and anyone opposed to me holding onto the orb and using it, I do have something that can help you get out of the way immediately.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this shit show on the road. With our maybe device into what is definitely not a trap.
Also, Viventrix is really grateful to us for allowing him to be a part of our team.
What did you
do? As long
do?
as he keeps his experiments the way he said he was going to, I'm fine with that.
I thanked him for being helpful, that's all.
He has been. You're not wrong. He helped us out against those pulses before, and he gave us some healing bombs, so... For free, I might add.
Alright. Let's do this. Christ.
Or Max is over here. We're not getting paid for this again.
I mean, technically we are, because this is part of our guard shit.
No.
It's just also a really shit situation that sucks.
Also fair.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go into this trap with this device that may not work.
Hey, but you got some luck.
My confidence is not very high on this.
You know what you call that? Science.
Look, man, if you're cynical enough, you can predict the future.
Simpsons did it.
Or is it a self-fulfilling prophecy?
Yes. Okay. So, how are you heading out?
On foot, I would assume, because there's no horses or carts or anything.
Who is leading this excursion? Is it Max?
Probably Max. That's Max.
All right, Max. I want you to give me, first off, a survival check.
Can I assist?
Yeah, I can say you can assist him. So go ahead and make that with
21.
Go ahead and make that with advantage.
22.
22. Very nice. And now, can you give me an insight roll?
I can assist again if I'm allowed.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and assist since you helped him with this part of the check. It would make sense that you'd be able to help him with this one as well.
Cool.
23.
23. So you begin to retrace your steps through the sands. And you notice about halfway through your travel, a bit of like a shimmer like appearance happen as you step through, like almost like an illusory plane. Knowing that you've gone through this before, you kind of like step back and you begin to trace around the outside of like this illusionary well, and you begin to follow a pair of recent footsteps. You come probably about like 4 hours into this excursion. You come to a scene where there is the hag taking a cart of bodies, like unconscious individuals, and just like dropping them down from like where you're at, just a pit in the sand. And she kind of just like brushes her hand, brushes her hands off and sets the cart down. You notice like shambling up from the sands around here are those strange looking husks, the humanoid snuggies, sort of coming up out of the ground as well. And then a very large one, as like it looks like the skin probably at one point in time belonged to a giant.
She hasn't noticed this yet.
No, she doesn't seem to notice you. She is like, at the moment, you her back is to you. Give me a second, because I'm setting up a map here for you guys.
Okay. And you'd say she's about how far away from us?
Give me one moment.
Uh-huh.
What is this guy? Oh, that's not bad. Making sure that I don't kill you all.
Uh-huh. You underestimate our ability to kill ourselves.
Oh no, I don't underestimate that ability at all. I know exactly your capability of killing yourselves. I DM Tricorn Isles. I know exactly what you all are capable of.
Fair.
Halfling,
especially with an experimental orb of disintegration.
Halfling Wizard Production, thank you for that raid. So I'm gonna take you all to a map after I put your characters on it, because I completely didn't forget to put your characters on this map. While I'm putting your characters on this map, what is the marching order? I would assume Toki and
Toki and Max are in the front.
Yep, Toki and the Max are in the front since they did the sightseeing tour together.
I'm probably right behind them.
Okay.
I'll probably be behind Sylvia. Unless Rom really wants to be there.
I mean, yes, but we can also fly, so, you know.
And then in the very back is Sir not appearing in this movie.
Yep.
There you go.
There's Realm.
Kyla's just trudging along like, Mom, I don't want to be here.
I mean, going through a desert in
Max is-
heavy armor doesn't sound like fun.
No, not at all.
That's painful.
Yeah.
So, first thing I'm doing,
sand.
I am taking you all to a map.
Everywhere.
I don't like that. No.
Why is it
moves.
animated?
It's moving.
It is moving.
No. This isn't fucking Star Wars. There's no one with it.
Really, sir? You gave us a Sarlacc pit?
It's illegal.
Okay,
Excuse me. It's a legally distinct pit. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
Uh-huh.
Now the shitty thing is we gotta deal with this shit on fucking Tuesday.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Because it's not like we're not on Tatooine, the giant fucking pit of sand piss.
Look. It's not my fault that Rojit and I tend to compound our war crimes, alright?
I mean, true.
It just happens that way.
I think Zoro's taking her revenge for the Mass Effect, and she called it a toothy butthole, and that's now all I can see.
True.
Didn't need that.
God. Reminds me of Teeth. Don't watch that movie.
Vagina dentata.
God damn it.
Just toothy butthole in the sand. We're used to this. Moving on.
All right, give me a second. I'm just trying to make sure that all the cameras are set up because I didn't know if you guys are going to get here or not with all your shenanigans. But you did. Congratulations.
All right, so I need to know is this one complete map or is the undulating butthole a separate icon?
That's the map.
That's an impressive map.
Okay, no. Okay, so I will say this: the map itself has a static version, but then there's an animated token that you could put over the map.
Oh, that's cool.
Ah, okay.
It's also very, very wrong, but it's cool.
I appreciate good map design.
Right?
Speaking of good map design, I see that Roll20 finally implemented something that I've been waiting for years, which is a foreground layer, so that you could have like bridges and stuff and have the tokens actually move underneath the bridges.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dude, I was
Zora, I got you. I'll send it to you.
Earlier.
I'll send you the map.
Apparently only on Jumpgate.
Yeah,
So.
Everything that they do is going to be on Jumpgate now.
That's right.
Their
I've
better version of Roll20.
I've converted most of. I need to convert this game, but I've converted most of the games to Jumpgate.
I was gonna say it keeps. It's kind of fucked up that it sends that message to literally everybody. It's like, oh, you're missing features. Have your DM update this to fucking Jumpgate.
Tell your DM to get their shit together.
Speaking of not having our shit together, here we go. The music started.
Before she notices us, I want to try and dome her in the back of the head with an arrow.
You know what? Go right ahead and you can make it with advantage.
Shit, that surprise attack in there.
Nice. Life is good, surprise attack.
Not a thing that we get to do often. Longbow plus 8. 27.
You know what? That's just enough to hit.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, what?
Just enough. Jesus, I hope you're fucking with us, sir.
Guys, we're in danger.
11 damage.
11 damage.
God, this reminds me of the fucking windmill and Strahd all over again.
I forgot that my dex is garbage, so I'm gonna be at the bottom of the initiative, and she's gonna be real angry about what just happened.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, maybe I won't be at the bottom.
Watch, my dice are gonna start rolling terribly. I called.
Here we fucking go. Let's see what happens.
They did good earlier. They're going to turn on me. At least being cleric, being towards the back isn't the worst.
Okay, so how much damage did you do?
11.
11. So you let that arrow fly, and it dinks her in the back of the head. Though she doesn't have as much of a reaction as you think she should, as you just see like a bit of like crusty sand kind of like fall away from her head. As she just like straightens up, and her head does like a full like 180 and just like stares like at the group before the body just joins in the correct facing direction.
Evening, ma'am. Do you have time to listen to the word of Harona?
God damn it.
Harona is not the key word, so no, it does not work. Nice try though. Can we get initiative? Oh fuck.
I think we all did
Rom.
them already. Except
Rom.
Rom.
I'm coming.
I'll wait
I got
on
that
you.
fucking.
No,
I've got that Barbara Walters initiative.
It's just a good old
What the fuck?
new character who this already rolled the dice. I just need to get the bonus. Where is it? Furniture, it is. Okay.
Oh right, these guys are slow as fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean they're fucking skin slankets, so.
Their legs don't have much structure to them. It's hard to walk.
I'm sorry, did you say skin slinkets?
Yeah. What, like flesh snuggie is better?
I thought so.
Skin hoodies, bro. Skin hoodies.
Oh.
I mean, technically, leather jackets are jackets made of skin. Just, not human skin, but it's
Not
still
usually.
technically leather.
Just don't think about it too hard.
I think one of my
So,
favorite one of my favorite things is the term vegan leather. I'm like, motherfucker, you're wearing plastic. Shut up.
Right?
You're not wrong. Why is everyone's roll so good and then Asha's over here with the fucking 7?
Because it's Monday. It's Gilly Roll's bad time.
Yup.
That's just anytime I need to do something important.
Because
Isn't
Max
that
has a
all the
plus
time?
5.
Toki.
Doesn't matter how good of a plus I have, I roll like shit.
Alrighty. I'm trying to remember if I actually got to hit the hag the last time we encountered her.
No, you were too busy with the skin snuggies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, and for those of you who haven't seen what these abominations look like, let me just ruin your night.
Yeah.
Can we unsee that?
Oh.
So remind me, Rojan, do these things just float or are they actually like
Oh no, they walk.
okay.
They walk and it looks impossible the way that they move, but it's like they kind of like struggle and strain as they're moving, as like wind will kind of like inflate them as they move, and they'll just like sort of like limp and flop towards you. But no, they have full movement. They also have the ability to snugify. So as many of you encountered the last time.
How high is this incline right here?
Max 3 times.
Max 3 times. That is a 10-foot incline.
Okay. So then I'm not gonna go there. I'm going to move here. Okay. All right, cool. So first punch is going to
Punch.
punch. Okay, plus 8, so that's going to be a 23.
Yeah,
Fine,
23.
roll
A 23 will hit.
Okay, so hear me out. So the 23 hits. I'm gonna spend a point of key and do a stunning strike.
Okay.
Okay, my class DC is 14.
That's a con save.
Yes.
The Snuggie will make a 16.
Okay. So, damage on that one.
By the way, I need to get a secondary webcam.
What, for your
Because-
cat?
No. Oh, that'd be cool. No, because I have the extra life dice box coming. I want to do like what Dimension 20 does, like the box of doom, and just have that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's gonna be 5 points. I'm sorry, 10 points on that hit.
10 points on that hit.
Yep. The second hit is also a 23.
That'll hit as well.
I'm gonna spend another point of key for another stunning strike.
Cocked. Well, this time it rolls a grand total of 3.
Cool. All right. So that's another 6. That one's not great. That's only 7 points. So I'm going to spend another point of key so I can do flurry of blows.
Blurs.
Yeah, flurry of blows.
Blurs.
Blurs.
Flurry of blows. So the first blow of my flurry of blows
I got you to do it.
is a 21.
A 21 will hit.
Okay, cool. So that is actually my acrobatics. I'm going to shove the skin suit over, and since it's incapacitated, it can't resist. It falls prone
Where are you shoving it?
on the floor.
Okay, so you kind of just push it down like you're breaking some kid's like pillow fort.
Yep. And since it's now on the floor, my second attack has advantage because it's on the floor.
Well, you had advantage before because he was stunned.
True.
And I'm frozen.
Yeah, but this helps other people.
True.
So let's see. So 25.
25 damage or to hit?
25 dead.
25 will hit.
Okay, and it's the same die. 8 and 8, so that's gonna be another 16.
Another 16. Nice. He is prone, but still kicking.
And because he is stunned, he is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. Let me double check that. But I believe that's the case. Stunning strike. Key points. Constitution save. Or be stunned until the end of my next turn.
For stunning strike, it's the end of your next turn.
Yep.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I can do. She just screams dog pile.
Okay. Hag's turn. The hag is going to do what the hag does best.
Run like a bitch.
So it begins to like just like do the Wonder Woman spin and just like vanish into the sand.
Burrows like the Flash.
No,
For Rom, it's a little difficult. Give me a minute, because since she went into the sand, I don't have line of sight anymore.
Yep, and it with that, it is Rom's turn.
Yep, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do, because now that I don't have line of sight, it makes things a little more difficult. Let's see here. I think we're just gonna fly up and then just play the instrument, honestly.
Ooh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I forgot
Sorry,
about.
It's so cool.
I forgot about
Yeah,
the
it's just-
instrument.
Yeah, right. As yeah, you'll see the fiddle transform into, what is it, a saxophone?
Yep, you've got the saxophone right now.
Time for the saxophone.
What was it that I named? What was it that I named the saxophone?
Careless Whisper.
Yeah, it was Careless Whisper. That's what it was.
Jeez. Ew.
Oh, get ready. It gets worse.
And I like that there's 4 of them right now that are in a bit of a stack. So let me see movement wise if I can get there.
I think my favorite thing about that is that that could just be a destiny gun.
Right.
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 The range on this thing. Did you forget to give me a range on the saxophone's normal attack, Rojan?
No, it was in there.
Or did I just...
You
Yeah, because I have the range on the cone attack. I don't have the range on the regular attack for some reason. I might have made a mistake taking the notes down.
The range on the regular attack's a melee.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, the cone attack is your ranged attack, but
my range attack, got it.
But when you use a normal attack, it's like you're bonking something with a hunting horn.
Got you.
Don't judge me.
No, it's too late for that.
Yeah. How long have we known each other?
Okay. Well, normal 20's bugging. This is fun. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna fly up, get into position. Feet of movement. And we're gonna go up 10 feet, so that's gonna be 20 feet of movement forward and 10 feet up.
Okay.
There we go. And wait. 25. 1 sec. Sorry, guys. That's 25. That's one too far. 1 sec. Back of that one. There we go. Okay. And from here, I can't use the sax because I'm too far. Can I even do anything here other than dash? Sorry, give me 1 second, guys.
Okay, it's all good. Technically, it's this new character who dis.
Yeah, I mean, I've used it once in a fight so far. Sorry. You know, we're gonna do motive potential. We're gonna give a little buff to a friend here as we're gonna play the fiddle for now, actually, instead of the saxophone. So yeah, motive potential on the monk.
On Togi?
Yep.
Alrighty.
When you use it, well, you can read in Roll20 what it does. I'm not gonna blab it. It's gonna take way too long. But you can buff an attack roll, a saving throw, or a skill check. Ability check now.
Yeah. Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
No. That's it for now. Thank you.
All right, Max.
All right. I'm staying put.
Okay.
And I am going to... Yeah, cool. I'm going to shoot 2 arrows at this slanket.
Okay.
Uh, 21 and a 15.
Both will hit.
16 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Is that total for both hits?
And that is total for both hits.
Okay. Anything else you want to know?
That concludes my turn.
Very well. All right. The giant husk is going to shamble down this direction. Oh yes, you are in range.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
As you see that he like reaches into the open flap of his body, and he pulls out just like this like leathery like skin-like mass, and he just throws it at you as he throws a flesh boulder.
Oh,
He throwing his spleen at us?
the fuck?
So Raum, you're fine, but I need dexterity saving throws from Asha, Sylvia, and Max.
Oh, he throws it right there. Oh, jeez.
I roll a 25.
13.
18.
Well, Asha, you got a 13.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, 27.
All right, so Asha, you're going to take 17 points of bludgeoning damage,
Owie.
and you are going to be knocked prone.
Okay.
Both Max and Sylvia, you are taking 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are not knocked prone. And as this boulder comes crashing down into your group, it sort of like explodes.
Oh,
As-
it makes more.
4 more of these creatures pop out.
Thank God for being 10 feet above the ground right now.
Isn't that nice?
You're right.
What am I on? 5? All right, and since they are joining the fray here, they will be at the bottom of the initiative. And that is it for the giant husk. Sylvia.
Well, I was gonna move, but that seems like a real bad idea now. So instead, I think I'm going to borrow some of Asha's divine magic here. I'm going to pull a key off my key ring and thrust it forward into the air as it enters into an invisible keyhole. As I turn it, a brief tear opens up, and through that tear, a bunch of spectral crows come flying out, forming a 15-foot radius around me as I cast Spirit Guardians.
Ooh, nice.
Spirit burbs.
Yeah. And I am going with radiant damage on this because necrotic seems like a dumb idea. So all of my allies don't have to worry about it. I designate them as the safe targets. But any enemy that enters that 15-foot aura or starts its turn in it has to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Right off the bat, it gets all 4 of those guys in it.
Yes, it does. So they got to make what?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saves. Okay, so that's gonna be a wisdom save. Oh, that's the wrong character sheet. I got confused for a moment because I'm like, why would they have a positive wisdom? Okay, so the first one's gonna be a 1.
That's a fail.
Second one is going to be a 6.
That's also a fail.
Third one is going to be a 4.
Also a fail.
And the fourth one is going to be a -1.
I like these guys. So they are all going to take 17 radiant damage.
Okay. Well, just as they were there, they're gone.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
Oh, these have less hit points.
As
Maybe
your
I
spirit
can still-
guardians just shred the husks as soon as they come out. They're just clawed and slashed in a torrent of just like radiant bird energy.
How
So the murder
wonderful.
of crows did murder?
Yes.
Radiant bird energy.
So,
So I'm gonna move to there then.
okay.
Fucking
Get these
Alfred
guys,
Hitchcock
too.
is rolling in his grave.
Okay, so this one is the first one's gonna make a 14,
It's a fail.
and the second is gonna make a 6.
That's also a fail. So these ones are going to take 15 points of radiant damage.
15 points of radiant damage. Well, this lad is gone.
Hooray!
The other one though is still up.
Okay, and that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. So these boys ain't smart. I mean, they're a bunch of mindless skin suits. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, it's gonna go right for Sylvia. And it's got to make its save, correct? Because it's entering in.
Yep.
That's going to be a
Question,
16.
Is this a sphere of influence?
It's a 15-foot aura, essentially. So yeah, it's 15 feet around me in all directions.
Okay, so then I humbly ask that if said hag is underneath the sand within radius of the guardians, she makes
It's not a
save.
sphere.
She is not within. She's not within it.
Yeah, and I think generally a spell like this won't pass through solid objects, so it wouldn't pass through the solid ground.
Okay.
I think it usually specifies in a spell description
If
when
it-
it goes around corners
Or-
and all that stuff.
Or punctures solid objects.
So this guy made his save, so he's going to take half of 14 radiant damage.
Okay. And then he is going to make an attack on you. He's going to do the Snuggie special.
Uh-oh.
Does a 16 hit you?
It does.
Okay. So you are going to take... No, it'd be great if these stats would remain on the character sheet. Actually, no, you don't take damage at the moment. You are just grappled. Okay. That's it for him. That gentleman is stunned and prone, can't do jack. And this one doesn't need to make its save again since it starts its turn inside the aura.
I believe so. Let's see. Yeah,
Yes,
when a
when it
creature enters
starts.
the area or starts its turn.
Okay, that's going to be a 17 to save.
That will save, and he is going to take half of 12.
Well, even at half of 12, that is too rich for him. As we go to Asha.
Seems to drop them like flies, which is changing what I want to do. I'm gonna start by standing up. I'm gonna move 15 feet this way with my remaining movement. Wait a second. Feet to 60 feet. So this guy's only 40 feet. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast bonus action spiritual weapon.
What spiritual weapon am I pulling out?
The
Not the shovel this time.
the spoon.
Spoon.
The spoon.
I have the spoon, right?
So it's gonna appear right next to the big guy.
I do. Okay. Yes, this is a spoon.
Yes, that's the spoon. That's the teaspoon. And when it appears, it can make a spell. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a melee spell attack. Very good. So that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
24 will hit this thing.
He will then take. Uh, 10 force damage from it.
10 force damage. Okay.
Yep. Because it's my only damage dealing cantrip, will then hit him with a Toll the Dead.
Oof. Okay.
So I
That's
need a wisdom save.
Yep.
Yep. Good old wisdom.
Good old wisdom. Jesus Christ. 1.
That'll be 9 necrotic damage. Oh wait, sorry. We're at 5th level, so I did that one more time.
Yep.
Total of 14 necrotic.
14 necrotic. Okay.
That will be Asha's turn. For now.
All right, and we are going to kick it up to Toki.
Okay. I'm gonna punch the guy on the floor. First punch is 24. Second punch is natural 20.
You're not even going to have to roll for the damage on this. I'm just going to tell you that he is completely obliterated.
Cool. Then I am going to do I remember that if you've been like snuggied by one of these things, if you take damage, if the snuggie takes damage?
Yes, your group is well aware of what happens if you strike a snuggied person. Like you will have, like, most of you have been on the receiving end of it. So yes, this is a well-known thing to your group.
All right, so I'm just going to move next to here so that way I can try and pull this thing off of Sylvia in my next turn.
Okay. And then we come to the hag. And she burrow here.
For those wondering why you don't see the hag on the initiative order, she's on a different layer.
Yup. As she pops up behind Max.
Oh, that's not good.
And she is going to... Let's see. Can she hit everyone?
Oh, is she gonna fucking cone cold us?
Burning hands.
Nope.
Oh, okay. He said everyone, so that's why I got scared.
She as she fires a like a searing blast of a line of like searing hot wind through both Max and Asha. I need Constitution saving throws. Oh right, I'm a fighter.
18.
17.
Keep forgetting that Constitution is one of my good saving throws because I'm playing a fucking Dex fighter.
All right, so both of you make it, so you're only gonna you're like I'll half the damage for you. So you're gonna take 7 points of slashing damage, and you are only gonna take 4 points of fire damage, but you are not blinded.
Cool and good.
And that is her turn, as she cannot technically burrow because that is movement. So we come to Ram.
Oh shit, and she's out of the ground. Okay. Let's play a little game then.
Want to play a game?
Yep. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna use a funky little spell.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what saving throw I need from you. I'm reading the spell. Sorry, one sec.
Oh no, like I heard the like feedback from the mic. I thought we lost you again.
Nope, no, my microphone just there's too many wires near it. It picks up the feedback sometimes. Sorry, I have to untangle it.
You good?
I'm not in my usual spot. So we're gonna play a little tune that only it can hear.
Okay.
Pick your poison. I won't enforce it upon you, but yeah, any earworm of a song that gets stuck in your head on the loop, right?
So you're pretty much Rick rolling her, is what
basically, I'm hearing. Yeah, it's just that one, or just, you know, good old Sandstorm, whichever one you prefer, really.
Okay. What kind of save do you need from me?
That's what I'm trying to read up here, because it's I think, yeah, Constitution.
Bring it up. Like, if you could bring it up in roll 20
for you here. One sec here. It says con, but I'm trying to find the original one. I thought it was wisdom, but maybe I'm.
Must make a con check with disadvantage. Okay, hold on. Yeah, unless the creature makes a successful wisdom saving throw,
There we go. That's it.
the verse becomes ingrained in their head. If the target is concentrating on a spell, it must make a constitution check with disadvantage against your spell save DC in order to maintain concentration. Gotcha. So she's got to make a wisdom check.
Yep.
Nobody is wise tonight. That's going to be a 9.
Okay. Then yeah, at the start of each of its turn, it takes 2d4 psychic damage.
Okay, you can give me that psychic damage now since it's kicking right now.
Yep. You want the damage right away?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 4.
You don't got your dice?
I just auto did it because I was already in there with you.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I was like,
nothing is d4s. It's fine.
I was like, what are you talking about?
It's because I was literally typing. I was typing and looking at the stuff, so I just typed it in Roll20 out of habit because I ran a bunch of stuff on Roll20 earlier today.
Gotcha.
Yep, that's 4 damage, and we're gonna reposition a little bit. Wait a minute.
Yeah, so they could try to make the save at the end of their turn, or at the end of their
and
next turn.
And then if they fail it, they have to redo the con save, the concentration and constitution save. Okay.
All right. Max.
Oh boy. All right. I'll fight this broad. I guess I'm gonna drop my bow, draw my swords, and fight the thing. So we're gonna do that. Yes. 24 and a 26.
Both will hit her.
Okay. It's gonna be 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna action surge and do it again.
Action search.
Action search.
That is an 18 and a 21.
Both will hit.
Okay. And 20 points of slashing damage.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Nah, man, I'm good.
All right. Remind me. Toll of the Dead. It failed its save. Speed is halved. No, wait, that's Sylvia's thing.
Well, the dead doesn't do anything to it other than damage.
Okay. So it's gonna do an odd thing, and it's gonna go into Circle of Birds. So it's gonna make a wisdom save, it was?
Yep.
1.
Oh, nice. I rolled good on the damage on this one, too. That's going to be 19 radiant damage.
Damn.
It's still up. And it's going to walk over, and it reaches down. And it grabs both It grabs the snuggied Sylvia and just picks her up.
Oh, that's not good. I was gonna help her next round. Is it gonna snuggie the snuggie?
No.
Oh,
No,
he's
it
gonna
can do
throw!
some
Oh,
worse.
Jesus
Kobe!
Christ! Oh, Jesus!
Okay. Yeah, so you just see him pick up the snuggied Sylvia and just throw her. And she goes flying along with the snuggie into the pit.
I'd like to do something, please.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to change that target, if possible.
Ooh,
How?
cool! That's a cool ability.
We have some fun little Rune Knight magic stuff. I don't know if I can apply it here, so please do tell me.
Bring it up. Let me see.
Yep.
Cloud rune. This rune, deceptive magic. While wearing or carrying an
It's
object
not really being hit by an attack roll here.
inscribed with this rune. Right? You have advantage on dexterity, sleight of hand checks, and charisma deception. In addition, when a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll.
It's not really an attack roll.
Yeah,
so
it's not an attack roll.
Gotcha. All right.
It was worth a try.
Yep.
Into the pit. Sorry, bro.
So, Sylvia, you feel yourself like catching air. Not really sure what's going on. And then you feel yourself begin to tumble down as the snuggie is torn away from you. As you go tumbling down this writhing pit of just razor sharp teeth. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you?
Sure can. Ooh, that is excellent. Oh, and I'm proficient too. Wonderful. 26.
26. You will only take half of this. It's probably a good thing.
Jeez.
I'm gonna have to make a concentration check after this as well.
Oh,
So it would be 33 points of slashing damage, but you only take half. So you're taking
it make
16.
A wisdom save for the Guardians.
Yeah, now I gotta make a concentration check for my spirit guardians.
As this snuggie
fine.
is just toast.
Oh no, does the legally distinct Sarlacc have to make a save?
It does
for
not.
The Guardians.
It does not have to make a save against the Guardians.
Ooh, it's not a creature. Ooh, God, that's terrifying.
Does it recharge? It does not. Okay.
That, or it's a creature that's so big that despite being inside of it, I'm still not covering 50% of it with my spirit guardians.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
even more terrifying.
Sylvia, as you are tumbling down this thing and engulfed, and pretty much you're just now just pitch black sharpness. Can I get another Constitution saving throw from you?
You sure can. That's gonna be a 23.
You are so lucky you're making these saves. This would have been 42 HP of slashing damage, but you were only going to take 20. You're only going to take 21.
21.
I don't want to be inside of this thing anymore. 21. So the DC on that is still 10 for the concentration. Okay, I'm fine with the concentration. Spirit Guardians is still up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you were gonna ask a question. Go ahead.
Yeah. Can I determine which direction I came from?
You cannot, because of how dark it is. You are technically blinded.
That's problematic. I don't know which direction is up. Makes it real difficult to get out of this thing. I'm at a bit of a loss here. For the time being, while I try and figure out what the fuck to do, can I just delay my turn until after Asha?
Sure. We can delay turns. That is not a problem.
Oh God.
Asha.
I'm not prepared for this. I'm trying to double check what items I have and what they do.
I see a line pointing at the giant.
Huh?
You have a line out. You have like the thing out.
I was measuring earlier. It shouldn't still be up, but okay. Yeah, but then someone got yeeted, and I literally have no way of helping it. Oh, I have no way of helping. This is not the character that has the butterfly wings. Okay. I'm sorry, Sylvia. There is absolutely shit all I can do.
It's understandable. It's not a good situation.
Plus side Spirit Gardens is still up, which is
There is
impressive.
So I think first things first, bonus action, my spiritual weapon is going to move to the giant again and take another swing.
Okay.
Or fuck all of a roll of 11.
An 11 will hit.
Oh, okay. I didn't think that would.
Stop. Let go of the mouse wire. No, you're not gonna start chatbot. What are you doing? Huh?
Plus
Do what I want, human.
ability modifier is a I thought 4, so that's gonna be 12 force state.
Oh. Okay. It's. Oof. Stream got weird.
Yeah, stream got
Yeah.
weird.
12 force damage against it.
12 force damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's the big question. What do I want to do? Every plan I had went out the window when I watched it get yeeted, so I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. No, we'll call up our own spirit guardians while standing here, so we'll actually hit the hag. There's just dancing teapots and teacups.
Is this another 15 foot?
Wisdom save. Yep, 15-foot wisdom save.
And all of y'all in your fucking teapots and bird shit. You're gonna have to move just a little bit to get her in that range.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll probably move
There
this
you go.
way first.
All right. So where did my D20 go? What did you do to my D20, Evie? There it is.
Just claimed it as her own.
So wisdom save for the hag is going to be a 13.
That fails. 7. 17 radiant damage against her.
17, okay.
And then I'm going to keep moving. 10, 15, 20, 25 will put me there.
All right. And big guy is going to make an 11.
So he also failed. And that's over 16 radiant damage against him.
He is still up, but he ain't looking good.
Alright.
All right.
That's the end of my turn. That's everything I can do.
All right, Sylvia.
Okay, I think I figured out a way out of this, but it requires me to survive until next turn as well. So we're going to start this one by drinking a potion. Assuming
do
I
that.
can move my arms.
Give me a second. I need to look up conditions. Too many conditions in this game. Technically, yes, you can, because you are not incapacitated, you are grappled. So, yes.
So I will drink that potion. Get back a bit of health here. A pretty good roll on that as well. That's going to be 9 health points back. Okay, then I need to determine which direction is up. So I'm going to start doing that by closing my eyes so I don't blind myself and snapping my fingers to use the Ring of Balance to create a mote of light to illuminate this area. And then hopefully do a perception check to try and figure out which way is out.
Give me a perception check with a disadvantage.
Fair. If you would allow it, I have a point of advantage that was from a donation that Malls made.
You can use
that to make this a flat roll.
You can use that to definitely make this a flat roll.
Okay. That's gonna be an 18.
An 18. So you struggle as you are just tumbling and twisting and turning and just being cut up by all these rows of teeth along the wall. But as you flip for one moment, you see like the walls of this pit relax for just a brief moment where you can get a glimpse of sunlight before it closes once again.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm gonna keep my eyes fixed on that point, and that is all I can do for this turn.
I will say the next time that you're going to make another perception check, because you are technically tumbling, so it's not like you can hold your gaze right where you're at, so you're going to need another perception check in order to do it.
Okay.
But this time around on the perception check, it won't be a skill check that you need to do. It's just to see if you can maintain concentration as to when it relaxes.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Toki.
Okay. So I'm not. I don't know if I am within reach of this guy or not. All right. So Toki is going to scream, "Damn it, Sylvia!" And she's
gonna scream, "Damn it, Sylvia," because it's Sylvia's fault she got yeeted.
I mean, think about where she was trained,
Fucking victim blaming Tokimi over here.
Right.
And,
Right.
Hey, unfortunate circumstances in combat are the combatant's fault. So she's going to basically throw back her cloak, and basically everyone within sight sees these extremely large wings unfurl as she takes to the air while pulling a rope off her backpack.
Okay.
And she is going to fly. Yep. She's going to stay above the pit.
I will say, I think I get what you're trying to do here, but you do not have sight of Sylvia in the pit at this moment.
Okay, that's fine. I'm dropping down like 55-ish feet of rope into the pit to see if it hits her. Like it's in this thing's gullet. So I'm dropping rope into it. So if I feel a tug, I'm gonna pull.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
All right. The hag is actually going to stand and fight Max. So she is going to make 2 claw attacks against you.
Max now has this shading grin.
I don't think a 12 hits you.
It absolutely does not.
And a 12 ain't gonna hit you.
All right.
So after she like flings like 2 claws at you and you just easily parry them away, she kind of like gets a very frustrated look on her face as she begins to spin again, trying to burrow down. This will incur attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
Yes, I do. I have Sentinel.
Right.
That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
Nice.
Bitch, you ain't going nowhere.
For 8 points slashing.
8 points, you said?
Yep.
As like she begins to spin and you just slash, and just the way that you hit her kind of like throws her off balance. She sort of like stumbles, like almost comedically, as it disrupts her ability to burrow.
And now it's my turn.
Well, technically it's Rom's turn.
And he's still gonna say it.
Right.
Yeah, it's the same 6 seconds. It's fine.
Okay. So that's another 2d4 for the hag, or did she manage to save out of it?
You're right. Give me a sec. That's a wisdom saving throw of 17.
That might just barely make it, actually. Let me check here.
God, I hope so.
Yep.
We got a spell save higher than 17 at what, level 6?
Yeah, I'm at
level
16. You're good.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna spend a reaction. And,
You're spending wait, you're spending a reaction?
Yep.
It's your turn.
You're succeeding the roll.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
And we're gonna...
You say silvery barbs, I swear to fucking God.
He's gonna silvery barbs it.
Unluck on that. Target makes an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
Try again, sir.
With the swift curse. In fact, the creature
Functional
has...
reprint.
Jesus Christ.
Try another one.
Try.
Oh,
again.
Watsy.
Okay, well, this time it's a 13.
Magic.
Go fuck yourself.
So, yeah, you're still hit.
So it's another 2d4.
Yep.
Fucking wizards taking a book out of the Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
playbook
right.
And just reading the same fucking thing with
Who
a different title.
Who fucking allowed blue decks in this game?
Right.
That would have been you, sir, when you allowed us to use Kobold Press Magic.
And I mean,
Ah.
it gets a lot funner when we legitimately play
So,
Simon Says later. Don't worry.
How much damage does she take?
It was a 6.
6. She's got to also make a charisma saving throw here.
Constitution for the.
Oh,
for the Constitution.
okay, Constitution. Oh no, she's not concentrating on anything, so she's gonna.
Okay, that's fine then.
Okay.
Perfect. We're good.
Then it is your actual turn.
Yep. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, right? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Beguiling bet. Let's play Simon Says with the boss. Give me another wisdom saving throw, please, sir.
No.
Fucking bards.
That's a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Okay, you barely make it. You're good.
And if you all fuckers have silvery barbs, just Saturn is giving me massive PTSD on that one.
Not a caster. You're safe.
All right. Then we go to Max.
I cast sword.
I like it. Cast iron, bro. Cast steel.
I don't know what your sword's made out of.
20 and a 22.
But both are gonna hit.
All right. Oof. Okay. Well, the damage isn't great, but it's fine. 19 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
All right.
The giant's turn. He's got, unless you're gonna do something else.
Nope, that's everything.
All right. Giant makes a natural 20 on his wisdom save for a grand spanking total of
15.
18.
Is that against the Spirit Guardians?
That's against the Spur Guardians.
Well, he'll save, but he'll take half damage. And 14 half would be 7 points of necrotic or radiant damage.
Holy shit, he's still up. As he goes over to Asha. Asha, this is a grapple check because you technically are not snuggied, so you don't have to worry about automatically failing it.
Okay. I can use athletics or acrobatics, right?
Correct.
I can use my athletics, actually.
He got a grand total of 5.
I got a grand total of 8.
Jesus Christ. As like
that
his hands,
shitty rolls.
you see his hands reaching out to you, and there's just like a sudden panic as you saw what he did to Sylvia. Freaking cameras. And you kind of like begin to like try to like shoo his hands away, and you're able to slap it away just enough to where it just like flaps in the breeze, and you avoid being grappled.
Yay, the breeze.
And it is
Wind noises coming to save me.
Asha's turn.
Asha will start with the bonus action of the spiritual weapon to attack. With a total of a natural 20.
Fuck.
Or a total 27.
All right, it's dead.
All right.
It had 2 HP left. It doesn't survive the spooning.
Because fucking
Objection,
spiritual
Your
weapons
Honor.
kill things all the time.
Every fucking fight, one of my monsters is always defeated by a goddamn spiritual weapon.
The best is
A
it's
tea cozy.
phaser.
A tea cozy or a tea kettle or a teaspoon or a doily.
And before the start of next session, I'll send you a new one to use. No, this
A
one's still one.
napkin. A tea bag.
My players did one that was a crab cracker.
Please
Guess
tell
they
me.
were fighting giant crabs.
Please tell me you just got like one of like the stock photos of like the stolen crab crackers that people take from Joe's Crab Shack.
So we're gonna move up here, which will force the hag to make another
Fuck it.
wisdom save.
How's a 6 treat you?
Oh, well, that fails. For only 11 radiant damage.
Oh, only.
And then for my action, I'm going to cast blindness deafness on her, targeting blindness. So I'm going to get a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, she actually might make this one.
Oh, what'd she get?
18.
Yeah, that makes it.
Oh.
Which,
Bard.
yeah, savers suck. So
Bard. Bard.
Bard.
Oh, right.
He's already,
Never
no,
mind.
you've already,
This is
Oh,
my
you're
next
right.
turn,
This
so
is
my
your next
reaction
turn.
is back.
Yeah, it's
Rojan-
after his.
wait, no, you're right.
Original action was
Fuck.
before your turn, so you have another
Yep.
reaction.
So I do have another reaction. So Rojan, please try this again.
Oh, fuck off.
Rojan's like, yo, Tilt is not allowed to play control mage ever again in my campaigns.
That's just how it's
Yeah,
all
crap.
Now on only-
Oh, that's,
yeah,
that's a 14 this time.
that fails. So you are now blinded
Blinded by the lights.
for 1 minute.
I was gonna go blinded by
If it
science,
fails, the target is blinded for the duration. At the end of each turn, it can make another con save. So it's time for 1 minute or until it can finally save.
This is when we find out she has tremor sense.
We know she has tremor sense. She goes in the sand all the time. I'm not even worried about that.
Look, we're trying to do something to help.
Okay,
But it's
so
okay.
she
I'm
is
fine. No tremor sense.
blinded. Sylvia, I need another Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Sylvia.
My luck is holding out, I think. It's a 21.
It is holding out. So you would take 35, so you're only going to take 17. God, that's the one great thing, like one of the great things about getting that new computer tomorrow. I won't have this freezing issue. Hopefully.
Yeah. So I'm going to start off by drinking my other potion. Not as good of a roll as the last one, but I'll still take it. Give me 7 back. Okay. Last level up, I got to create a second conscripted weapon. I was really disappointed because the only other weapon I had was a shitty little hand crossbow. But now that shitty little hand crossbow is maybe going to save my life.
Okay. I will tell you this, though. After you make that save, you stop being in this pit, as you are no longer tumbling and being cut, as you enter into a free fall.
That's a problem.
You begin to hear groans and pleading of various voices beneath you. The quick look below you, you can see you are rapidly approaching a stone-tiled floor. If you want to make that perception check to see if you still have the ability to escape this hole, I will let you.
Will it cost me an action or anything to do that?
No, the perception was is just to try to confirm.
Okay, yeah, I'll make it. just to get as much information about this situation as I can. 18.
18. Being out of the hole, you're able to like, and seeing that you're approaching a floor beneath you, you now know what is up. And you look up and you can see just that like a small like orifice at the top of this like tiled, like the stone ceiling. And it sort of relaxes just for a brief moment. As it does, you once again catch that sunlight. And then you see Toki sort of like above it, and there's just like you can see a small strand of rope sort of like hanging in the dead center of this pit.
Not expecting this decision. How many voices does it sound like there? Does it sound like there's a bunch of voices in here, or is it like just one or two people?
If you want to use your action to actually listen to see if you can get like a just amount, I'll let you do that. If not, I will say more than one, less than 100.
No, I think I'm gonna stick to my original plan.
Okay.
Knowing there's people down here does change things, but I think I will be more useful on the outside than I will be on the inside. So bonus action, I'm going to pull a key from my belt and slam it into the stock of my hand crossbow and give it a turn, and the bolt that is loaded into the crossbow begins to kind of vibrate and glow a slight blue color as I prep the jaunt strike ability that I have, and I point the hand crossbow up at that orifice, and I wait until I see that brief moment of daylight. And when I do see it, that's when I pull the trigger.
Okay.
So I don't care which direction the bolt is going. I just want the bolt to get outside. Because as soon as that bolt lands, I get pulled to its location.
Okay, what are you... Okay, I will ask this. Are you aiming for like the wall, like one of the walls of this pit? Or are you trying to like arc it so it flies out and hits
I'm
the
trying
sand?
to arc it so it flies out of this thing's maw.
Okay, go ahead. We'll call this a normal attack because it's not necessarily disadvantage, because it's very hard to have disadvantage when shooting the earth.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. So you wait and you time it perfectly as that orifice opens up. You fire the bolt up into the air. It zips by Toki, sort of angling. And as you see it, like it slowly begin to tense up and close again, you feel that signal that the bolt has made landfall. And just as that happens, you are pulled.
Yeah.
Just like in a zip of light. And you are right there.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. This is all her fault anyway. As part of this ability, once I reappear, I can then immediately make an attack against the target. Because that bolt reappears back in the crossbow, I'm firing at the hag.
Fuck. All right.
Crossbow does really shitty damage, so she really doesn't have anything to worry about here. But just on principle, I'm firing at the hag.
Fair.
19.
19 hits.
Nice. That's gonna be a whopping 3 piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, please.
I think just because we can make this look cool as fuck. Sylvia, she fires this crossbow bolt out of this thing's mouth. It lands in the sand. She apparates right beside it and like kicks the bolt up in the air with her bird foot and twirls the crossbow around, slamming the bolt into it, and then like holds her arm out to her side, pointed at the hag, and just pulls the trigger, and it gets her right between the eyes.
You say a cheesy one-liner as you do that?
Yeah, I do.
What does she say?
Max, help me out here. You've got all the one-liners.
Catchphrase.
Catchphrase.
You
Well
put me on
then.
the spot, man.
Hey, maybe we go sans one-liner this time, but I'll prep some for next time.
And as the bolt just rips through the air and just nails her. Her entire body just explodes into sand. And as that happens, Toki, you see this pit below you begin to stop moving and completely relax.
Guys, we have to try and find the people. Oh, wrong accent for this character. Guys, we have to try and find the people. This is not snow.
I found the people. They're in the pit.
There is... Okay. Do we have a way to get down there without being torn to shreds?
Toki has a rope.
The shreds, you say?
I mean, that will work. Toki, do you think you could hold the rope while we climb down?
You don't have long. I can't hold this forever.
You do know, I'll say that, Sylvia, you know that with the rope that Toki has, it is not long enough to lower you safely down into the pit below.
Yeah, I saw the rope, but the rope didn't reach the bottom.
What if we had 2 ropes?
2 ropes might do it.
We do have 2 ropes.
You do have 2 ropes.
I mean,
I will
have a rope
say,
as well.
Toki, you've noticed that the teeth themselves have technically retracted into the walls of this pit. So the teeth are no longer there. It's just now it's now just like this disgusting like butthole in the sand.
All right, so then I'm going to
I
land.
hate this game.
Right?
I'm gonna land and basically retract my wings and throw my cloak back over them and just, sigh with a little bit of exhaustion.
All right. And as you touch down away from this relaxed pit, this is where we are going to call it for this week, as we have run a little bit of overtime here, but we had to get through the fight.
That's
It was
fair.
a lot of fun. Thanks for running, Rojan.
Mm-hmm.
It really was.
So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Zoro, I will send you this map since you asked, for, research purposes.
Please send it to me too for Star Wars purposes.
For Star Wars purposes, you got it. But yes, if this is your first time joining us here, this is not our only show. Coming up tomorrow, probably the return of this, horrendous looking map is our alternating Tuesday night game of Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game run by Tiltbot. Coming up on Thursday, we are going to have another episode of Tricorn Isles, which is another 5th edition game that I run. Alternating Thursdays, we've got Mass Effect Horizons, which is a Mass Effect game run by Zoro. Coming up this Saturday is another episode of The Downfall of Propriety, which is our Bridgerton-inspired 5th edition mini-adventure that is being run by Mulls. Alternating Saturdays, we have Withered Wastes, which is another 5th edition game that I run. And then later on in the evening, we have Vigilant 6, which is our completely homebrew superhero style campaign. And then circling back on Monday, you'll have us here again on Destiny Forged. But for now, we are going to head on out. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and we will catch you tomorrow for Star Wars.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.
And wait.